I always had a problem with like shows where like if they did use like clones to like come back to life, it's like that's not the same person anymore. The same that the original person is dead. This clone is just a new person with their memories. Now looking at the end. Now we'll go back to more Spyro 3. We're going into haunted tombs. Spooky, scary.
Skeletons send shivers down your spine.
No, these are actually mummies.
Oh, which are just skeletons wrapped in bandages.
I mean, they're more zombies wrapped in bandages.
Yet another daredevil adventurer has come to rob our catacombs of loot. Let's just hope you're made of tougher stuff than the last guy. If you can survive the trials of our catacombs and answer my riddle, we will give you a prize befitting your efforts.
Which is an egg.
Here is
It's
my
an
riddle.
egg. I already know it's
am
an
a
egg.
vessel without hinges, lock, or lid. Yet, within my walls, a golden treasure is hid. What am I?
Okay.
Don't try to answer the riddle now. You'll need to save your breath to survive the trials of the catacombs.
Oh, okay. We can't answer it now?
I guess not.
Also, what kind of a name is, like, Dan for, like, a mummy?
He's not a mummy, he was like a pharaoh.
Well, I mean, but... I don't know, Pharaoh Dan. It just seems so... boring for such a regal title.
Yeah. I should be able to blow up those sarcophaguses, but I think I need some
Sarcophagi.
sarcophagi, yeah, thank you. But I think I need like a special thing to throw at him.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's like the ninja dude. You gotta get behind him and explode his back.
He's not even wearing armor.
Okay. Neither was the ninja dude, I don't think.
He was.
So the ones that threw the little bombs at you?
Yeah, he was.
Oh. I don't know, man. What kind of creature is he even supposed to be? Some sort of like weird Sandman golem kind of thing?
Oh, okay, I remember now. I have to pick up the thing.
Oh, those ones you can pick up?
Yeah.
But not the bombs that were...
No. Because the bombs were lit.
He's literally throwing miniature suns at you.
Yeah, but then like they go out as they hit the ground or something.
And then they explode. Like, how... Whatever.
Johnny.
I know,
Are
I know.
you questioning it?
No.
Are you sure? Because
Yes.
I hear a lot of questioning going on.
There's no questioning going on.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm glad that opened the door the other direction.
Yeah.
I thought it opened another door like further down somewhere.
So the skill point here is
Swim into the dark hole.
Oh, okay. I'll swim into the dark hole, alright. Is it the...
Yes.
Oh,
That's it?
okay. That was it.
That was simpler than I thought it would be.
Yeah.
So does he eat it just by walking over it, or do you actually have to...
No, just by walking over it.
Oh, okay. Why did the Pharaoh guy look like a dog rather than like the typical, like, I don't know, like, eagle-headed thing you see on like their hieroglyphic things around?
I don't know, maybe he's Anubis instead of, Ra.
I mean... Alright.
Because Anubis is a dog and Ra is a bird, right?
Yeah, well, so is, Odd, the god of knowledge.
The, Ulu.
Huh?
You know, the way it's spelled is, oh man. So look up top and how like the Egyptians would spell it. Oh right, you don't have it. Hold on, I'll have to do it in a second.
Okay.
But basically the characters, right, in their language look like for top. It looks like it's an O and a W and an O. Like legitimately, it doesn't. It actually looks like that.
Oh, okay.
Hold on, I'll look it up.
I believe you. I'm not familiar with the.
I only know because of a meme I saw.
I mean, to be fair, given the looks of all their gods and everything as it is, I'm pretty sure they're already furries enough as it is.
Right.
So, like, is it really that big of a stretch?
I've come to inform you that all Egyptian gods spelled Thoth, the Egyptian god, as ooh.
The ancient Greeks spelled Thoth.
Oh, ancient Greek. Sorry, my bad. So it's not the Egyptian language, it's the Greek language. That's my bad.
Hey, thanks, no die.
It gets better. Thoth was the god of knowledge, wisdom, and curiosity. As in, ooh, what's this?
Oh no! That is great.
It is.
Thanks, now die.
Yeah. Melody Pulp's a meme on screen. You should be able to find it easy just by searching in Thoth ooh meme.
Oh well, not Ubu.
Oh well, yeah, sorry. There's a distinct difference.
Yes. One has certain connotations and the other does not.
They both have connotations.
I know.
What would you call them? The people who are into mermaids. Like, they're not necessarily furries, but...
I don't know. I kind of lump in mermaids as, like, kind of like the fish version of cat girls.
Yeah, but...
So, I mean...
But even cat girls aren't exactly furry. Like, they're along the almost same lines.
But they're saying they're similar, but not quite.
Yeah, yeah.
You know? At least there's a lot of people who would argue that they're not quite.
Because then they have plausible deniability. Because, like, oh, they're still human looking. You know?
They just have, extra feature of their tail and paw and catty. You know, so you can like cat girls, but if you say you like, say, what is it? Princess Caroline? The pink cat from that one?
Princess Carolyn. Or Princess Carolyn. Right? Carolyn?
I think so. I don't remember.
I think it was Princess Carolyn.
Anyway, but yeah, if you say you like her, well, then that's a step too far.
Right, of course.
Because, she's an actual, like, cat creature.
I made a thing of her.
Yeah.
Okay, so short backstory. For those who don't know, I had an idea to make fun of this whole NFT trend that's been going around. Just to preface, I do not support NFTs in any way, but I thought it would be funny if I did, and like a fun little side project for me, if I made a bunch of drawings that were like the whole bland face, boring, like basic NFT thing, and like just do a bunch of redraws, because that's basically all NFTs are anyway, just redraws of the same thing. Just
with very, very slight, noticeably distinct, but definitely like easily replaceable accessories.
Right. So I was like, what if I did this? Using this picture I drew of my character, of myself looking kind of dull. And so I just started making all these redraws, and it's actually been pretty fun, not gonna lie. And I did one for Princess Carolyn. And I'm going to make more. So far I think I've done like I think I've actually done around 30 at this point.
Something like that, yeah.
Bless you.
Thank you.
The ones I'm gonna do next, I think, because I forgot about Tom, like from Tom and Jerry.
Oh, yeah, that's a big one. Oh, and Sylvester from Looney Tunes.
Yeah, Sylvester too. I should do him as well.
I feel like there's another big name cat that
I feel like I'm always
start Alex the Lion.
I mean,
I would make an argument that maybe not like a super big name, but one you could definitely do.
Maybe. Lions might be a bit harder because then I have to draw the mane as well.
You could just make the face a little bit smaller and make the extra poofiness around the circle of his mane.
I guess. Why can I not? Hold on. There's a glitch happening.
You gotta wait for it to cool down?
No. Like.
Oh, you have one already.
Oh, I do? Oh, that's why.
Where?
I never noticed me picking it up, I guess. Yeah.
Nice.
Anyway, it's been pretty fun. I'm thinking about doing them as commissions, like pay what you want commissions. The recommended price is going to be like $5, because, I mean, that's pretty much, like, it's just a redraw,
Yeah, like,
but
you're just swapping some colors and adding a couple of details.
Exactly.
It's terribly difficult work.
So $5 seems like a pretty fair price for that. But to just pay what you want, if you want to give me like $1 million for it or whatever, then I mean,
I'll put my own personal hand-printed number on it in the bottom right corner, just so this way you know that you have that exact particular unique piece of artwork. That's all yours, and nobody else can have it.
right, yeah, 100%. And if I do end up replicating it, don't sue me because you can't sue me because.
It's a unique piece of artwork. This one has a different serial number, therefore it's completely different.
Yeah, of course, yep.
100%.
Totally not a scam.
NFTs are definitely 100% not scams.
No,
all,
of course.
Right? It's also completely ruining the environment over nothing.
Money laundering? What's that?
Who ever heard of such a thing?
What's money in the washing machine?
Right? Like, and then you gotta put it through the dryer and fire because it's made of paper. Like, that's assuming it doesn't, just like wash down and become just a big old bunch of green dye in the washing machine anyway. Like,
right? Yeah, of course.
I mean, at that point, you're just pulling out a big old wad of paper mache. Like, come on.
Jeez. Anyway, if one dragon can lay 1 egg in 12 years, how long will it take for 100 dragons to lay 100 eggs?
Wait, hang on.
12 years, right?
Yeah.
12 years.
Very impressive. That is correct. Good luck in the demolition hovercraft competition.
Okay, your puzzle was not hard. Okay, I see. So I can shoot up and also shoot forward.
This makes me think of the old that old tank game Combat. Oh, so if it hits you directly, it's out, I guess.
I guess.
Oh, it's like game over.
Well, no, I have more lives.
Well, I mean, but it's like it takes a life, doesn't it?
Yes.
That's
Very.
I have to solve his riddle each time.
You can strafe too whenever.
Can I?
Or dodge, I guess. Yeah. So if it hits, there you go.
Got one.
Where's the next one?
They're all hiding behind these pots.
Oh, I see.
I like.
You gotta move a little bit forward. And, trigger this out.
Yeah.
Oh, that didn't count though. Okay. Sure. Demolition hovercraft competition.
Well, that was a fierce battle indeed.
This seems like a very strange blend of ideas.
It is, yes. Of course, when I was playing this as a kid, I didn't really think much of it, but now that I have more
We now enter the championship round.
Experience,
However,
yes,
this
I was like, is that the right word?
exceedingly dangerous
Yeah.
sport.
More understanding
Might I suggest-
of the world, I guess.
My, such a brave reptile.
Then
you
yeah,
are.
like a weird tank
You'll
bumper
need
car
much
things
more
and
than
an
bravery to
Egyptian
win the
themed level.
championship.
Like, I mean, the snakes and the people throwing suns at you is like the weird golems or whatever, fine. That all seems to kind of have ties, but
Ow.
didn't count.
Well, I lost a hit point. Like sparks are blue now.
Oh, I see. I didn't realize. I thought taking a shot directly was instant, like, out. Okay. That. Oh, I see. So that's what flopping it over is for. Got him. To your right.
Yes. Well, and there's two back there, but one's just.
Well, it's the same with the one to your left too.
Yeah.
Don't poke it.
Yep. Okay.
Two more. There's one over back on that one, and I'm sure there's one to your left side.
And there's an extra hit point if I can get over there.
Got him.
Well, yeah, but I still have to like, get there.
Oh, it won't immediately try to zip to you.
No, I have to actually collect it. Okay.
Got him.
And I think that's actually an extra life, which gives me full health.
It does?
Yes.
Oh. Cool. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, I won't argue with it. I'm not sure what...
that's a little unusual because most games an extra life is just that, an extra life. It doesn't actually heal you.
Are you so okay, Johnny? Normally,
well, I'm not. That's not a complaint. I just
yeah. But like, you're always making like these arguments, like, oh, that should be slightly easier or whatever. Like, oh, how come this?
I said a lot of stuff.
The one time it actually does do an extra little benefit, you're like, well, that's weird. Why does it do that? I'm giving you shit.
Okay. MJ and TJ.
Yes. Melody put in the Mario 64 music.
Another slide is gonna have the music. It's gotta have the music. Oh, you didn't hurt
Well, I'll talk to you first.
I
What do
see
you want?
you've managed to survive the trials of the Catacombs. Now let's find out if your wits are as quick as your feet. Do you remember the riddle? I am a vessel without hinges, lock or lid.
Glad he tells you anyway.
Yet within my walls, a golden treasure is hid. What am I?
It's an egg.
Have you heard that one before? I never thought you'd get it. Very well, a bargain is a bargain. You may have the dragon egg that I was guarding from the sorceress.
Okay. Will.
I mean, it was kind of obvious if you thought about it for more than half a second when you realized what he's going to give you.
7,000 years for someone to solve that riddle. Now I can finally head off the seashell shore to bury some bones.
Wait a minute, Seashell Shores in the second game also. Hello? Oh.
Wow. Oh, how rude.
He was supposed to go through the, and then he
Did. After you burned his ass.
but he like just poofed.
So?
Ridiculous.
Malcolm. In the middle.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. It was an obvious joke and I didn't want to say it, but you said it for me anyway.
Aha!
Johnny, the master of obvious jokes.
And dead puns.
And dead puns.
Or dead memes.
Dead memes, yes.
Terrible puns. Well, that's really kind of more your domain.
Well, no, more Dylan.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. Not even gonna question or argue.
Right.
If there's a pun to be made, he's...
Even if it's like a hell of a reach.
Yeah, he's gonna go for
Those
it.
dogs
Yeah.
and bunny hats put a curse on me just because I shot him in the butt a couple times. He said he turned my tail into a snake. Does it look like a snake to you? It does feel kind of funny, come to think of it. Oh, boy, that dog's gonna bang.
Behind this door lie the 5 deadly trials of King Rover. No one has ever survived all 5. In fact, it is so dangerous that I cannot let you through this first door unless you're able to solve my riddle. Here's the riddle. I follow you wherever you go, but the more of me you take, the more you leave behind.
Footsteps.
My, you're quite clever for someone with so little fashion sense. You may proceed to the first trial.
These riddles are really easy.
Yeah,
I solved it even before I saw the options come up.
Well, I wanted to see what the options were because, like, even though that was a good answer, sometimes it's not always the most obvious one. You know, because, like, for instance, the whole, like, Sphinx's riddle thing, you know, what has 2 legs in the morning?
Isn't that the one where it's like a man because...
Yeah, something about the flow of time, whatever, it's a man becoming older or something.
Yeah.
Or, you know, it's 4 legs in the morning, 2 legs in the afternoon, and 3 legs in the evening.
Yeah.
It's supposed to represent, like, the cycle of a person's life or something. Because it's like, he came crawling on all 4 as a baby, 2
Yeah. And then he has a cane.
Which, like, I'm gonna fully admit, I don't quite understand the answer to that one. Like, I do, but I feel like it's a flawed answer.
I can see it. Especially like, when was that riddle supposedly come up with? Because if it was like in ancient times, did they even have games back then?
That's a good question. I don't really know much about the lore or chronology of sphinxes and that sort of stuff. I don't know.
Can I actually break these before I even go into?
I kind of wish that
I can't.
this was a little bit separate so I could actually just use the computer to look it up real quick.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Oh well.
How I supposed to defeat it?
Well, I mean, like, I wish there was just playing off of a separate console so I could use that one over there.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
A lot of YouTubers, from what I hear, actually do a 2-computer setup. I mean, obviously I'm not rich enough to do that, because,
Yeah.
yet. Hopefully I reach that someday, but...
Someday soon.
But basically they have a 2-computer setup where they record on one computer and do the editing or whatever on another computer, or like it
makes sense.
Filters through the other computer or something.
So they use one to record all the footage and the second one to render it and edit it.
Yeah.
You can pick them up and throw them commands.
Yeah. I mean, I don't need a second computer to edit, because I have an editor who does that for me, thank you, Melody. But, I think they said something about using 2 computers is still worthwhile, even if you don't do your own editing, simply because, like...
well, I mean, just for answering questions, even, and doing research in the middle of playing would be useful.
Yeah, and also the fact that, having the video files on your computer can actually slow it down, because it's taking up memory and whatnot. So, making sure that the recording files go to a different computer instead of staying on the gaming computer, you know?
Yeah.
Like a computer designated solely for only gaming, and like everything else is done on the other computer. So that way there's less stuff taking up processing power.
I got you. Is that it? Is that everything?
No, there's still Dino Mines.
Well, I meant with that.
With that level, yes.
Huh. Cool.
Yeah.
There weren't as many riddles as I was expecting there to be.
There's only like 3.
And they were all pretty...
easy.
Yeah.
Well, gosh darn it, Spyro. I came in here to check on my
How does everybody know Spyro before you even arrived?
You know, that's a very good question. I never really thought to question that before.
One of them routed dinosaurs
I don't know.
locked me in. Now they're out.
But you're right.
causing all
Everyone
sorts
knows,
of
like, oh,
trouble.
hey, Spyro.
There's
And it's like,
not a
that's
thing I
the
could
first time I'm
do
here.
about it.
I've never been here before.
I have never met you in my life.
Yeah.
You know who I am.
Yeah.
And it'd be one explanation if, like, you know, the professor waddles out from, you know, next to him or something. It was like, oh, Spyro, I'm glad you came. I was just telling my friend blah, blah, blah about you.
Or maybe the professor's going around being like, hey, Spyro's gonna visit soon, and maybe he'll help you.
Yeah.
But there's really no...
Laura or Hunter even.
There's really no indication as to why these people should know me.
Even Bianca being like, oh, I'm going to stop that darn Spyro or something, and people overhearing it is something. There's just no explanation. Everybody just magically knows you.
Yeah.
But you've never seen or heard of any of these people ever.
Right. It's very strange, and I've never questioned it before. Gosh darn it, Johnny, making me question my childhood games. They are throwing it at me.
Okay, I thought they were doing that.
Well, they're doing that as well.
Well, I didn't realize they were also throwing them in the air. I thought they were just drawing them and spinning them before they were gonna, I don't know, do like a 3-bullet combo.
Gotcha.
Speaking of, like, guns and stuff like that, you ever play, Mortal Kombat?
Ow.
That's... What? No. Whatever. Oh, we can't even use it ourselves? Whatever. Anyway, Mortal Kombat, 9, I think it was? What?
Sorry, I just realized, I think Sparks is extra glowy from the... Because I can take an extra hit now, right?
Uh-huh.
I think the indicator is extra glow.
Oh, and he's got little extra particles coming off of him?
Yeah, so that's probably what indicates that I have that extra hit. Still, another color would have been more obvious.
Yeah.
Anyway, what were you saying? Mortal Kombat, gun.
9, I think it is. There's a character named Aaron Black. Are you familiar with him?
No, I don't really know much about Mortal Kombat.
I don't know what sort of significance he has in the rest of the games or anything, or even if he makes another appearance. But he's like this weird cowboy kind of guy with like 2 revolvers, and I don't know. I feel like if he's taken what appears to be essentially just like Smith & Wesson like 45 Colt revolver and blasting somebody in the face with it, pretty sure that'll kill just about everybody. So I feel like the idea of using guns in a melee fighting game is odd.
Johnny, you realize this is the same game series where they literally break their rib cages and like their skulls, and they still like.
Yes, I am perfectly aware. I just it just seems like a bizarre idea when everybody else is using at least some sort of like martial arts, and only when they're doing like certain very specific like special combo moves do they actually pull out weapons.
There are some. I don't know much about Mortal Kombat, but I've seen some of like the moves get pulled off, like on YouTube videos or whatever.
Yeah, I know.
And like there are some where it's like, no, they should definitely be dead after that, and yet they just get back up and start fighting like nothing happened.
Yeah, the X-ray moves and whatnot are all really brutal.
Yeah, but then, unless it's like where they run out of health or whatever, but it doesn't like kill them. They just get back up, and it's almost as if nothing really happened.
Yeah, but all of those sort of like 2D fighting games are like that.
I know, but I'm just pointing out, like, you don't have to get into the realm of guns for the ridiculousness.
Fair. Again, it's just I felt like a bizarre choice to base a character around.
And that's fair.
And I bring it up because these dino creatures
Remind you of you?
Yeah. I don't know. What hit you?
I don't know.
Well, you better find a way to heal quick.
Yeah. I'm not seeing any beetles.
Further back in the other. I don't know if you can go back in this game.
I mean, I can. Oh, wow. I guess that's one way to get my health back. Just
die and revive.
Yeah. I mean, that's basically my character's method.
You know, I mean,
As you do. Yeah. So my character, for those who don't know, has a thing that I call the respawner, which is basically if my character were to ever die,
using some bizarre science technology thingamabob.
It creates a clone body of myself, and then it also uses my teleport technology to find my soul, teleport my soul back into my lab, and shove it into my new clone body. So it's the same. So I always had problems with the idea of
typical Marvel reincarnation.
Yeah. But I always had a problem with like shows where like if they did use like clones to like come back to life, it's like that's not the same person anymore. That the original person is dead. This clone is just a new person with their memories. Like the original person is dead.
You could make the argument that it is the same person because it's supposed to be an exact copy of.
Well, yeah,
but no, it's not the prime model or whatever.
Right. So that's why with my method, the soul is still involved. So it's the same soul just getting shoved into a new body. So that way it is in fact still the same person, not just a clone with the same memories. Regardless, though. So my respawner, it's basically a way to get around having plot armor for my show, because I mean, of course, every show has basically plot armor where your main character can't die, because if he does, then that's the end of the show, you know. So instead of having plot armor, I have I still have plot armor, but my plot armor is like materialized and my character can in fact die. I just come back.
So, what if somebody were to? I didn't realize you could break that wall, but all right.
I think I was supposed to, because that's
Sure.
So that's how my prisoners keep escaping.
He's a rabbit?
Here, take this dinosaur egg away before it hatches and causes more trouble. Must have been the runt of the litter, though.
Kiki.
Kiki's delivery service.
Exactly. Anyway, so what if your machine that does all this were like tampered with or destroyed or something? Then what? Do you perma-die? Is there some other like plot armor thing you have to back up even that?
Nope. I haven't really thought that far. But anyway, the point I was getting at, right, is that so the method of like getting your health back by dying and respawning, like if my character were to ever like have something happen to him where like he's in a fight or something and
broke a leg, broke a wrist, cracked a rib,
or like I just straight up lose an arm or like get shot in the eye and lose that eye, I'm just like, well, I don't want to keep going on with this I mean, now
This inconvenient wound.
Exactly. Yeah. So one method is just shoot myself, die, respawn, and I have all my pieces back. You know.
Here's an odd question. Could you theoretically go collect your now dead body and like recycle parts from it, like organs and things?
I guess technically I could. I never really thought about that. What I usually try to do with my character, and this goes back to what we were talking about earlier with disintegration ray, is I imagine that my character has some kind of way to dispose of his body, so that way he doesn't have a continuous, like if say coroners and whatnot exist in this world, because I'm sure they do, and like.
Well, yeah, we've discussed it.
Yeah. So I don't.
They're not. They're coroners and also.
Yeah. They're also like butchers.
Yeah.
But regardless, I don't want to have a constant like death record. Like I'm supposed to be off the grid, right, in the show. So like, I'm supposed to be like the world thinks I'm dead already. So I'm off the grid. I'm presumed dead. But if people keep finding my body everywhere, then that's gonna like cause suspicion, obviously. Because like, wait a minute, this guy, we keep finding his body in various places.
Well, I mean, yeah. So that's why I was saying, like, is there a way you could like?
I always just had my character disintegrate them, but.
Well, that would require you going and finding your body where it was previously and taking it back to your lab to disintegrate it there, right?
Unless I had a disintegrator ray or something, but the problem with that is...
you can't use it if you're dead.
Well, that's why I go back to my lab, grab it, and come back with the...
Well, I mean, I don't know if there's some... I guess you could invent it, theoretically, some sort of, like...
The hiccup I came up with using disintegrator ray, right, is that if I have a disintegrator ray that I use to disintegrate my previous bodies... Why don't I just use that on whatever enemy's attacking me? And that would make things way too easy. I don't want it to be too easy, you know? If I just have a thing that can disintegrate people, that kind of takes away all the challenge.
So that's why I was thinking, like, rather than disintegration ray, maybe you have to haul the body back to your lab and put in, like, the incinerator or something.
Which, I think...
It achieves the same purpose, it's just more...
I think that's a better way of doing it. So I'm actually grateful to you right now, because you thought of something that I didn't.
Well... That's why I was kind of reaching at the idea of maybe you can use their dead bodies for like recycled parts to either continue to build more vessels for you to use with your soul or whatever, or sell them on the black market for money.
You know, actually, that's a good idea, because I did have another issue of like, hey, if I'm off the grid and no one's supposed to know I'm alive, how am I getting money? That solves that problem too. Johnny, you're a genius.
Thank you.
It's mighty dangerous down there.
Any other conundrums I might be able to help throw possible solutions at?
I don't know, none that I can think of at the moment, but I never considered those things before. Huh.
I'm a little surprised, honestly. They seem like pretty
obvious?
Yeah, solutions that...
I just never thought about it.
Huh. Oh, you can't stop your charge or whatever?
No, I gotta get through without getting hit.
Which doesn't make a whole lot of sense because you're being pushed by the force.
It's the challenge.
Current.
It's the challenge.
That was close. Oh, we should get hit enemies just with it.
Yeah, well, I also have to for the skill point. Get all the seahorses.
Right. And also hit the secret dino.
Yeah.
Which, is it in this area as well?
Probably not.
That was some mighty fine swimming, young
Deputy
dragon.
Holiday. Wait, did it just take you around in a circle?
No, it respawned me back at the start once I got the egg.
Oh, I gotcha.
Okay, now the only skill point left is to hit the secret dino, which is probably going to be in the Agent 9 level.
I mean, maybe.
If I remember, this is going to be an armored shooter.
So I'm off to help clear out all the dinosaurs.
So I think it's going to move automatically. I just have to shoot. Or not.
Just calm down for
Okay, I remember incorrectly. But that's fine. I don't mind it not being automatic.
What's going on? The Bailey gang are holed up in them buildings over there. You're gonna have to go in there and flush them out. Well, good luck
Darn
to you.
tootin'.
Well, good luck, dude.
Oh, it is. Okay, it is an on-rail shooter. I thought I remember I could. Yeah, I can switch the class. Okay.
This makes me think of like a specific like old west style like rail shooter. I think it was that the Game Grumps played once. Mad Dog something or other.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Or maybe it wasn't like an on rail shooter, but it was like an
automatic, a rail shooter. That's what they're called.
well, it wasn't quite a rail shooter because it didn't move you along rails and stuff and whatnot. It was like one screen, but you had to shoot like 16 guys in like a specific order before they got you or something.
Yeah. That's correct.
Maybe not in a specific order, but like there was a kind of order in which they popped up and you had to blast them all. Also, I'm pretty sure that's just Sheila.
It is. And
You missed the base on the right, and the thing left there.
Oh yeah, right. And there's Bentley on that poster in the back.
Oh, so it is.
All the wanted posters are our allies.
I got you.
And probably we probably have a poster of ourselves too.
Base.
Yeah, that's fine. I don't need to get the bases right now. I'm pretty sure I can go back through this and look at them once the section's over. Oh, that was a secret down there.
I guess he was in the building or something.
Now here's his red.
Well, not real secret, I guess, but yeah.
I mean, are we gonna complain?
No, they already got the skill point anyways.
Yeah. We'll end the episode here, and then I think it's the last episode next. Like
Yeah, I guess so, because I mean...
it's just the boss and then the bonus world. So,
Alright then.
see you guys next time.
Bye-bye.